Thanks, Terry. Thank you for having me. We are the Department of Philosophy. We offer 2 bachelor's degrees, 2 BAs, one in philosophy, which has been studied for about 2,500 years in the Western tradition and a little bit longer in the Eastern tradition, and a new major in society, ethics, and law. And I have been told by my trustworthy advisor, the best advisor in the whole university, Zena Miller, that one of the things I need to tell you is not to have a knee-jerk reaction. If the student says law school, that doesn't mean that society, ethics, and law would necessarily be best for them. But at a bare minimum, they should get a Phil pre-law certificate on their way through, because our students end up in small courses with engaged faculty, and the students that do well are the ones that want to engage, the ones that want to ask questions, the ones that want to get better at reading well, thinking critically, asking questions, and are okay working with faculty members to move beyond what they're able to do, and talking with their peers to be able to do that. If you have a student who wants to sit in the back of the room and simply take notes, he probably or she probably won't do well in philosophy or SEAL. There's a better major there for law school. But if you have a student who wants to ask questions that you find kind of annoying or somewhat frustrating, or wants to clarify the type of words you use, well, send them to philosophy. Okay, so we also offer a minor in philosophy. We have the pre-law certificate. For graduate and professional school opportunities, a lot of our students go to law school. This is anecdata based off of the students that I've seen since I've been here for 12 years, but they all get into reasonably good law schools that are good fits for them. And one of the things we're trying to stop is our students from getting into law school immediately after they graduate with their BA, because that keeps them out of the top tier law schools. Because I want Yale, Harvard, Chicago, Oxford, and they're not getting there because you need a little bit of work experience. So we're working on that. But our students have great results if they choose to go to law school, and they do really well when they get to law school, because the kind of thinking and the kind of independent work that we ask them to do in their philosophy courses, which are a lot of what they take for the SEAL, Society, Ethics, and Law as well, prepare them really well for the kind of work they need to do when they get to law school. You can tell that philosophy is a different major because my slide looks nothing like the rest of them. I looked at it and said, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about student characteristics to try to help you send us students that will be really happy in our majors. And so I have them listed here. Our students end up going everywhere. Philosophy is a discovery major, like most majors are in our college. SEAL is actually drawing more people into it, and we may be sending students to other majors if they're not the right fit. But our students go to law school, they go to work for nonprofits. That's another very popular outcome for society, ethics, and law. They do business and management. They have government positions across the state of Texas. A lot of them going to, some of them going to teaching, ministry. Fighter jet pilots, we have one, Thomas Greb, was a Yale leader and as a fighter jet pilot. If you want to read what philosophy is about, read what the college wrote up on him. It's about meeting people from different backgrounds and thinking critically about where you want to go in the world. Our minors help you think theoretically. So if you have a student who's doing practical work that may need a little bit deeper theoretic foundation, a minor in philosophy will help them add that, whether we're talking about how we act or how we think or what we know. And then if you want to add an ethics dimension to any degree, we offer a number of courses in ethics and applied ethics as well. We have internships. All of our SEAL majors complete internships. Almost all of our BAs in philosophy do undergraduate research with faculty members. In my experience, this is just me, not the department on a whole, about half of the students that do undergraduate research end up with something that gets published either in an undergraduate journal or in a real life journal because they do really good work. We have honors programs for Phil and SEAL, an exchange program with Vrije University in the Netherlands, and about half of my colleagues have won awards for their teaching either at the college or university level. We have about 60 philosophy majors and about 120 society, ethics, and law majors. So we are a small department. If you have students who would do well when they get to know faculty, send them our way. We will help them figure out if philosophy is right for them. And if it's not, we will get them where they need to go. Questions?
Well done.
Thank you.
We do have time for questions or answers.
Yeah, actually, Zena, would you like to add anything?
Knowing that philosophy Oh, I'm Zena Miller. I'm the advisor for anthropology and philosophy and museum studies, but that's changing. But for philosophy's sake, one of the things that we do require as a part of our change of major process is that students complete Phil 240 or Introduction to Logic before they move into the department. Because it is a core math class based in our department, that is a part of our degree program. So we want students that can come in and successfully complete the degree. So if students are looking at philosophy or SEAL for a change of major or for transfer, we strongly encourage they get that philosophy 240 done so that we know that they can persist in the department and complete the degree. We also ask that they take one additional class in philosophy because logic is kind of its own special creature. So we want to make sure they know what they're getting into in the department as well.
Yeah, that's right. And if you have a student that takes Phil 240 logic and gets a C in it, that doesn't mean they'll be a C student in philosophy. As Zena said, logic is a certain skill you need, but it does not determine how well you will do in most of your other courses.
I will admit my bias. I took philosophy 240 as an undergrad here. I think that was I made an A. That was a great class. But I was also an English major, so it counted for math. That helps.
Yeah, that's right. Satisfy your math core in philosophy.